Christian College, located in Lahore, Pakistan, is a non-profit chartered university which has built a reputation for providing outstanding education, offering a 4-year baccalaureate degree program and 5 master's level postgraduate degree programs.
The impact of Forman would be almost as if you were to collapse all the Ivy League schools of America into one school, and the impact of that combined Ivy League university would be much like what Forman is in the nation of Pakistan today. You find Formanites in the Supreme Court, you find up to 40 Formanites in the legislature of the nation.
Promoting the core values of integrity, commitment to excellence, discipline, justice and service, Formanites are held to the highest of standards in character as well as in academics.
We expect them to have a certain standard of behavior, and we have set that up as a document that we ask them to sign when they come in now, called a shared commitment. And we have the 7 core values that we say, these are things that no matter what religious background you're from, no matter what faith group you belong to, these are things people agree on, like integrity and a pursuit of excellence and justice for everybody and dignity for human beings, those kinds of things.
At Forman Christian College, we are trying that the core values of Forman Christian College was not only to have good engineers and good doctors given to the society, but the good human beings also, who should have all the decency, they should have good moral values, they should have tolerance and broad-mindedness to accommodate all the other people living around them. And this is what I feel is absolutely necessary.
Established in 1864 by Dr. Charles W. Forman, a Presbyterian missionary from the U.S., FC College is distinguished by its motto, "By love, serve one another." This very motto sets the foundation for the college to foster an environment of collaboration and cooperation between Muslims and Christians, an unparalleled treasure in Pakistan.
What we find at Forman Christian College are Christians and Muslims living together, not just with tolerance, but with genuine affection for each other, having open dialogue with each other, eating together, talking together, arguing together, debating the big issues of their society, and having a genuine affection, living under a motto that they all agree to, which is Galatians 5:13, in love serve one another. You don't see that talked about in the world today, and yet we all know this is something desperately needed.
We have an opportunity right now at Forman Christian College to address one of the major issues that we face in all of our society today, the conflict between Muslim faith and the Western world. We have an opportunity on a daily basis to have Christians and Muslims working side by side, 115 Muslim faculty members, 67 Christian faculty members, working in mutual respect, mutual understanding, mutual acceptance. And I think it's working fairly well. And our Christian students are working alongside over 3,000 Muslim students. And again, for the most part, I think the climate on campus is good. So we have a chance to address on a daily basis an issue that I think must be faced if the world over the next 20 and 30, 40 years is going to have less conflict than we have today.
Forman Christian College is committed to developing the future leaders of Pakistan and the world at large, targeting students from minority and rural populations. In doing so, FC College has been able to educate students from all economic and social classes in Pakistan with help from generous donations.
There are just a number of young people who have bright futures if they can get a good education, and fairly dismal futures if not. Scholarship support becomes exceedingly important to make it possible for many of these young people from rather impoverished circumstances to obtain an education.
Scholarships for a minority Christian student will not only affect the future outcome for his or her life, but can begin to change the entire economy of their home village.
Our recent class of graduates is probably the best example of how these scholarships affect our students. One of our young men who just graduated, for example, is a student who was going to quit school 3 years ago because he became the head of household and he needed to support his family. So he was going to get a job that involved working 72 hours a week for about 7,000 rupees, which is less than $100. And in doing that, it would allow him to, in the short term, put food on the table, but in the long term it was going to cap him out. He wasn't going to be able to go to classes or get any other, even a part-time job outside of that. So we managed to find him a job on campus, actually working in my office, and he also got a scholarship from one of the American folks who sends scholarship money to us, and that allowed him to complete his education. In doing that, now 2 months later, he has a job where he is making almost 4 times what he would have made at this other job, and it's regular, normal hours. So he's able to spend time with his family and actually take care of his family. It also is allowing him to send his younger brother to school. It's allowing him to help his other siblings finish school. It allows him to give money to the extended family so that his generation of cousins can finish school. So just that one graduation is going to change an entire community and generations, because his children and his nieces and nephews will have more opportunity for education as well. So there is no real measure of the impact that one scholarship for one student has in Pakistan, because it's so community oriented that that money and that opportunity just spreads.
It is important to note how much can be accomplished with a relatively small contribution. For less than $2,000 American, a student at Forman Christian College could be provided tuition and room and board for a year. Compared to the cost of education in the USA, this is a real bargain, and the gift truly makes a difference in the life of a student. In addition to providing an education to students with financial needs, Forman Christian College continually strives to improve the quality of education it bestows to all students. Funds are needed to provide campus technologies, expand learning and housing facilities for the ever-growing student population, and to further train the faculty while improving the curriculum. If you would like to support the development of young minds and help to educate the future leaders of Pakistan and even the world, contact the Friends of Forman Christian College. Housed at Peachtree Presbyterian Church in the United States, Friends of Forman Christian College is a 501c3 organization. Please send your tax-deductible donations to Friends of Forman Christian College, 3434 Roswell Road, Atlanta, Georgia, 30305, or call 404-842-2193 for more information.
One of my experiences of being a Christian leader coming to Forman is to be aware that the Muslim students are very aware that they're being educated at the auspices of Christians, that those of another faith are caring enough about them, that we are teaching them, and we have created this marvelous institution of Forman Christian College where they get to go, be educated, and have their world open up to them as a part of their nation because of the Christian community's generosity. And I want to be a part of the generosity that continues that spirit and continues to create young Muslim and Christian students who understand the love that we have as American Christians for them.
There surely were dissimilarities among us, but no differences. There was diversity, but no disagreement. We were one. We are one. Because all of us have preferred knowledge to ignorance. We have chosen light against the dark. What joins us together is the unity of our purpose, and that is the betterment of self and society.